Hey guys, Amore here, and today, I just came from watching early screening of The Joker 2, and this was a highly anticipated movie. Uh, couldn't wait to watch this one. Looked interesting in the trailers. The aspect about it being a musical was definitely intriguing and interesting, but by the end, well, what did I think? Well, the movie was almost good in a way. As in, I did like a lot of aspects about it individually. The visuals and the cinematics looked incredible, great, just like the first one. It looked great. The acting was phenomenal, and even the singing was actually really good. I was surprised Joaquin could sing. If he sang before in some other films I haven't seen, but in here he sounded great. And of course, Lady Gaga was phenomenal. Of course, she and the music choices as well. Individually, I liked the music in this movie. Individually, it was great. I liked it. I enjoyed it. And but for me, it's always about the story, and this is where it worked and completely fell apart for me. The courtroom scenes were some of the best parts of this film. The writing was actually pretty great too, you know. Visually, it was interpreted with what they were saying as well and what they were doing. So you had to follow through with in many ways what was happening at the same time the whole entire movie. And I liked how they used the music as his Joaquin Phoenix the Joker as his escapism with the hardships of what was happening in the movie and how he was just able to get out of it, not just through his laughter that he had as a as a condition, as it was called, but him singing calmed him down and made him think what he wanted to think. But again, the courtroom scenes were like the best parts, and of course, the chemistry between Harley and Joker here were good. You could see the potential there. But see, you could see the potential there. That's where it falls apart. The pacing, and I'll get to that in a bit. The pacing was not great. The way the musical parts were implemented at times throughout the film just pulled you back a bit and just didn't work at all and stuff. Again, even though I liked the scenes individually, and you could see where it would have worked, where it should work, but it just didn't, right? Because not only that, the story felt so thin with not much else happening. Because even with these two characters, Joker and Harley, they didn't really had enough time together to create have a any story arc from beginning to end where you would feel for these characters emotionally at the end, which I did not feel between the two. I was kind of like, oh, okay. At the end, that is not good, not a good thing, because you could see when they were together, scenes were great. I actually liked it. I mean, they both acted amazingly, but individually, it did not work. And then so because it fell thin, the ending felt lackluster or this build up they were trying to make throughout the movie with the court scene stuff, which we only really get by the second half of the movie, which was working, which is the few parts that I liked. Yeah, the message of the movie by the end just felt lost and not like the first movie. It kind of go, okay, type of thing, and it just didn't work. The movie just felt like it was muddled, didn't know where it was going. Um, it just kept pushing forward with its musicals, you know. And sadly, because of the movie story just feeling thin, the musical aspect felt like filler, and where it just needed to complete the movie runtime because of how the story of Joker kind of just was there, but not enough to, as a story to grasp to. It just didn't work. Yeah, you cut out the musical parts and you only get like 30 to 40 minutes of a movie, I think, that could work but needed more, you know? With its aspect of how the people were rooting for him, it could have worked if they somehow, because there isn't a Batman in this universe, honestly, they were as you hear some of the outside audience in the movie of how they should burn it down. Let's go. Come on, in your command. Let's do it. These threats. We could have had like a amazing scene at the end where yes, the Joker leaves or does something, um, comes out and just the people are there, ready to go, right? And just destroy Arkham. Arkham is on its knees, basically, because there's just no control. Without someone like, of course, the Batman, who's gonna stop the Joker and the people that are with him, right? And this is the part where Harley Quinn, why she liked him. Again, by the end, it just doesn't work emotionally and character wise. That's why that part of the story also falls apart because we didn't have enough time with these two characters, which yeah, we got them because of the musicals, but the musicals kind of just weren't budging through was something that could have worked if they weren't just there, but maybe just implemented in a different way. Even though I liked the way they used it as a way of him coping, the Joker, right? I like that, but just not as much, right? Ugh. So that's why this movie just nags on what can work, could have worked, but in the end, it just doesn't get there where it should have because there is good parts in this movie, but they just don't elevate towards how it should be because it could have been an awesome, epic last scene of just Arkham destroyed, burned, up in flames, and that would have been an epic scene for this, but we didn't get that. And what we got as an ending was, again, lackluster. Even though I liked it, it was just a bit, it just kind of ended. And so for that, because I liked parts of this movie, I will give it a 5. 5 out of 10 for me. Um, this one could probably wait to watch this one. Definitely watch it because there is some good, great acting and good music in this. But if you're looking for a story here, it's there, but it's not its main focus, sadly. So yeah. Until next time, More out.